99.1 and 99.5 FM. My name is Joshua Van Slykeman, and I thank you very much for joining us on the radio. What's the difference? Let's get to the news for this evening. We tell you now that Chief Executive Officer of Hess Corporation, John Hess, yesterday spilled the proverbial beans on the Starbuck block operations when he disclosed that on April 11th last, oil production was curtailed for several days after a gas leak was detected in the flash gas compressor discharge silencer on board the Liza Destiny floating production storage and offloading vessel. ExxonMobil, the operator in the Starbuck block, had, in announcing the problem, alluded to problems encountered but did not disclose that it was, in fact, a dangerous gas leak that had curtailed the operations briefly. Hess gave the disclosure during the first quarter earnings call held for the company's shareholders. We tell you now that a laborer fell from a Regent Street building that is currently under construction. The man apparently went up on the floor to get some breeze when he tripped and fell to his demise. According to the report, the man, who was only identified as Tony, usually works on the ground floor as a laborer and resides within West Coast Demerara and was not required to work on the higher floors. The man was reportedly found in a critical but conscious state when ambulance arrived but succumbed to his injuries after being rushed to the Georgetown Public Hospital. Investigation onto the matter are ongoing. A 39-year-old carpenter who was arrested for killing his cousin's boyfriend because he was not suitable for her was yesterday remanded to prison after he appeared in court. The defendant, Neil Benjamin, of Lot 355 East Coast Demerara, made his first court appearance in the Sparrowdam Magistrates Court before Magistrate Elisa George, where the capital charge of murder was read to him. Benjamin was not required to plead to the charge, which alleges that on April 24th at Ayfield Sophia, Greater Georgetown, he murdered 20-year-old Devon Xavier, a mechanic. Magistrate George remanded Benjamin to prison, and the matter was adjourned to May 20th, 2021. The Guyana Office for Investment, GoInvest, and the Guyana Marketing and Services Association, GMSA, have formally entered into an agreement to focus investment-related activities in the extractive industries and forestry sector. This following an agreement to work together to fast-track the initiative following the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the two entities since December last. The decision to move ahead with the agreements was had on Tuesday last when the two entities met. The GMSA delegation was led by its president, Rafiq Khan, and included Michael Rodriguez, chairman of the GMSA's Executive Industries Subcommittee, and Major General retired Norman McLean, Sham Nocta, and Andrew Mendez. And with that, we've come to the end of your main newscast right here on Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Let me remind you that you can get the full details of these stories and much more by picking up a copy of the Kaieteur News at the newsstand near you, or head across to our website at www.kaieteurnewsonline.com. Let me remind you that coming up at 19 hours 20, it's going to be time for your Wednesday edition of the Glenn Lal Show.